What's up everyone, welcome back to another new video and I hope you enjoy it. Today Otaku Sensei is going to be recommending the top 10 anime where the main character has a dark or sad past. And if you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more top 10 videos. Also, there's a link to Otaku Sensei's Patreon and Discord server in the description, so you can support the channel even further. Without wasting any more time, let's kick off this list. In 10th place is Black Bullet. In the year 2021, a parasitic virus known as Gastria infects humans and turns them into monsters. What is left of mankind now lives within the monolith walls that are made of Veranium, the only material that can hurt Gastria. To counter the threat that Gastria poses, cursed children, female children whose bodies contain trace amounts of the virus which grant them superhuman abilities, officially called initiators by the Tendo civil security, are given partners called promoters, people who work to guide and protect the young initiators. These teams of two are sent out on missions to fight the monsters created by the Gastria virus and keep them at bay.
警官隊を殺したのは私がなかなかやるね
すげえ熱くないの？ああ、ほら
In 9th place is 91 Days. As a child living in the town of Lawless, Angelo Lagusa has witnessed a tragedy. His parents and younger brother have been mercilessly slaughtered by the Venetti mafia family. Losing everything he holds dear, he leaves both his name and hometown behind, adopting the new identity of Avilio Bruno. 7 years later, Avilio finally has his chance for revenge when he receives a mysterious letter prompting him to return to Lawless. Obliging, he soon encounters the Venetti Don's son, Nero, and seeks to befriend him using the skills he has quietly honed for years.
Angelo, 7年間どうしてたの？
アビリオ・ブルーノ、今はそう名乗ってる。
大丈夫なの？この町に帰ってきても。ねえねえ、何やってんの？
In 8th place is Zankyo no Terror. Painted in red, the word Vaughn is all that is left behind after a terrorist attack on a nuclear facility in Japan. The government is shattered by their inability to act. The police are left frantically searching for ways to track down the perpetrators. The public are clueless until 6 months later, a strange video makes its way onto the internet. In it, two teenage boys who identify themselves only as Sphinx directly challenge the police, threatening to cause destruction and mayhem across Tokyo. Unable to stop the mass panic quickly spreading through the city, and desperate for any leads in their investigation, the police struggle to act effectively against these terrorists, and Detective Kinjiro Shibazaki, caught in the middle of it all.
三島梨沙、見つかっちゃってさ。
おはようガンタ。おう、ミミ。また学校で朝ごはん？
In 7th place is Dead Man Wonderland. It looked like it would be a normal day for Ganta Igarashi and his classmates. They were preparing to go on a class field trip to a certain prison amusement park called Dead Man Wonderland, where the convicts perform dangerous acts for the onlookers' amusement. However, Ganta's life is quickly turned upside down when his whole class gets massacred by a mysterious man in red. Framed for the incident and sentenced to death, Ganta is sent to the very jail he was supposed to visit. But Ganta's nightmare is only just beginning. The young protagonist is thrown into a world of sadistic inmates and enigmatic powers, to live in constant fear of the lethal collar placed around his neck that is slowed only by winning in the prison's deathly games. Ganta must bet his life to survive in a ruthless place where it isn't always easy to tell friend from foe, all while trying to find the mysterious Red Man and clear his name in Dead Man Wonderland.
Mimi. 死にたいなら私が殺してあげる。なんで避けるの？
なんだ？
風見雄二、住所は山梨県大里郡。この町には何の用事で？
10分前にも言っただろ。引っ越した。
In 6th place is Grisaya no Kajitsu. Yuji Kazami is a transfer student who has just been admitted into Mihama Academy. He wants to live an ordinary high school life, but this dream of his may not come true anytime soon, as Mihama Academy is quite the opposite. Consisting only of the principal and 5 other students, all of whom are girls, Yuji becomes acquainted with each of them, discovering more about their personalities as socialization is inevitable. Slowly, he begins to learn about the truth behind the small group of students occupying the academy. They each have their own share of traumatic experiences which are tucked away from the world. Mihama Academy acts as a home for these girls. They are the fruit which fell from their trees and have begun to decay. It is up to Yuji to become the catalyst to save them from themselves. But how can he save another when he cannot even save himself?
何かしてくるだろうとは思っていたが、ナイフで来たか。
待て待て、人斬り抜刀斎。
In 5th place is Rurouni Kenshin. In the final years of the Bakumatsu era lived a legendary assassin known as Hitokiri Batsuai. Feared as a merciless killer, he was unmatched throughout the country, but mysteriously disappeared at the peak of the Japanese Revolution. It has been 10 peaceful years since then, but the very mention of Batsuai still strikes terror into the hearts of war veterans. Unbeknownst to them, Batsuai has abandoned his bloodstained lifestyle in an effort to repent for his sins, now living as Kenshin Himura, a wandering swordsman with a cheerful attitude and a strong will. Vowing never to kill again, Kenshin dedicates himself to protecting the weak. One day, he stumbles across Kaoru Kamiya at her kendo dojo, which is being threatened by an imposter claiming to be Batsuai. After receiving help from Kenshin, Kaoru allows him to stay at the dojo, and so the former assassin temporarily ceases his travels.
大丈夫ですか？ちょっといいですか？天使の施しあれ。
In 4th place is Rokudenachi Majutsu Koji to Akashic Records. The Alzano Empire is home to one of the most distinguished magic schools in the world, the Alzano Imperial Magic Academy. Here, ambitious young students undergo training to become competent magicians. Sistine Feeble, a stern noble girl, and her bright-eyed best friend Rumia Tingle attend the academy, determined to cultivate their magical skills. However, their world is thrown for a loop when their favorite teacher suddenly retires and an enigmatic Glenn Radars replaces him. His lazy and indifferent attitude toward life and magic quickly puts him at odds with his class. What's more, nefarious forces hidden within the Empire's walls start to become active, and Sistine, Rumia, and Glenn find themselves caught up in their schemes.
その願い、この宿が確かに聞き届けた。
In 3rd place is Noragami. In times of need, if you look in the right place, you may just see a strange telephone number scrawled in red. If you call this number, you will hear a young man introduce himself as the Yato god. Yato is a minor deity and a self-proclaimed delivery god who dreams of having millions of worshippers. Without a single shrine dedicated to his name, however, his goals are far from being realized. He spends his days doing odd jobs for 5 yen apiece, until his weapon partner becomes fed up with her useless master and deserts him. Just as things seem to be looking grim for the god, his fortune changes when a middle school girl, Hiyori Iki, supposedly saves Yato from a car accident, taking the hit for him. Remarkably, she survives, but the event has caused her soul to become loose and hence able to leave her body. Hiyori demands that Yato return her to normal, but upon learning that he needs a new partner to do so, reluctantly agrees to help him find one. And with Hiyori's help, Yato's luck may finally be turning around.
右、お箸を持つ方、保守的な思想の方、伊勢道じゃなくて。
In 2nd place is Trickster. Kogoro Ekichi is the founder of a private investigation firm known as the Boys Detectives Club. Together, this group takes on cases both great and small. One of their junior members, Kinsuke Hanasaki, is out solving a case one day when he happens upon Yoshio Kobayashi, a mysterious amnesiac boy with an inability to die. After seeing his abilities in action, Kinsuke offers Yoshio a deal. Join the Boys Detectives Club and help them solve cases. In exchange, he will find a way to help Yoshio die. The apathetic Yoshio accepts this deal begrudgingly, unaware of how different his life will become. Although he does not have much use for people, he gradually begins to acknowledge the group as he spends more time with them while solving cases.
少佐の瞳があります。少佐の瞳と同じ色です。
And in 1st place, Violet Evergarden. The Great War finally came to an end after 4 long years of conflict. Fractured in two, the continent of Telesis slowly began to flourish once again. Caught up in the bloodshed was Violet Evergarden, a young girl raised for the sole purpose of decimating enemy lines. Hospitalized and maimed in a bloody skirmish during the war's final leg, she was left with only words from the person she held dearest, but with no understanding of their meaning. Recovering from her wounds, Violet starts a new life working at a CH Postal Services, after a falling out with her new intended guardian family. There, she witnesses by pure chance the work of an auto-memory doll, amanuenses that transcribe people's thoughts and feelings into words on paper. Moved by the notion, Violet begins to work as an auto-memory doll, a trade that will take her on an adventure, one that will reshape the lives of her clients and hopefully lead to self-discovery. Alright everyone, that's it for today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.